to say it is a thrill to be addressing you this afternoon is amazing. Daniel Romano and I go back probably more than 30 years for sure. So it's a great thrill for us to have a wine represented by you. Now, at the time, I was a winemaker at Simi for 15 years. And during that time, I looked after all the still wines for Louis Vuitton because we're owned by Louis Vuitton. And then we got sold to Constellation, so I ran Constellation for another 3 years. I left Simi and went to the largest wine company in the world, Allied de Mac, which you probably don't know a lot of the brands, 150 brands in 7 countries, Clos de Bois, William Hill, Lattice Peak, Gary Farrell, Mum, Buena Vista, etc. Quite different to the Louis Vuitton wines, which were Cloudy Bay, Cape Mantel, Ruffino, and Terrasses, etc. From Allied de Mac, we were sold to Jim Beam, and then Jim Beam was sold to Constellation, so I got my job back. So I just want to quickly talk about the 2 Cabernets. The first one is Turning Point. This is from one of our own vineyards, a spectacular vineyard. And Turning Point means the change in the seasons and the change in what goes on in the grapes as we go from flowering to pea size to veraison to bunch closure and to harvest. And I'll talk about style in a second. And then Elementary is the best value Oakville Cabernet on the market, bar none. And Elementary meaning the basics of what wine is about, which we talk about with terroir, etc. So if we think about style, red fruit and black fruit, Alexander Valley is going to be sort of red cherry, blueberry, black cherry. But with the Turning Point, what I did was I'm making it a little bit darker in terms of its fruit character. So it's going to be really plush and lush. I'm not saying it's napified, but it certainly has a lot more weight. And then the second wine, Elementary, as you notice, a lot of Napa Cabernets these days are sneaking up on alcohol. We do not want to do that. So I make it more sort of blueberry, black cherry, and plum. That's true, but I'm trying to make the wine a little bit more structural, and we do that by correct farming to the right terroir, site-specific winemaking. We can pick a little bit earlier, so you get a little bit more of that sort of structural aspects that you wouldn't necessarily get. Turning Point Cabernet from the Alexander Valley has to be one of the best value Alexander Valley Cabernets out there. Very electric, very bright, Margaux style, left bank, but without the oak. And then Elementary, classic Napa Valley, but from Oakville, sandwiched between Opus, Nickel, Far Niente, etc. So great area. Anyway, Romano, amazing. Look after small family businesses out there because we are the truth. We can't hide. Anyway, I hope to see you all soon. Cheers.